Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Sean Zim, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. This is live number 12 on the year. I told you I was going to do it. I'm making sure I keep up with my promise to continue to give value and have guests on consistently so that you continue to learn, grow, gain some golden nuggets from us in our conversations, because you never know where it's gonna go. And our guest today, Carlos Roman. Let me bring him onto screen with us. There he is. What's going on, Carlos?
Hey
How are you?
guys, Sean, thanks for having me
Thanks so
here.
much for taking. Yeah, man. Thanks for taking some time out of your day. I know it's been a rough little transition for some people, but it's
It
something
sure
that we got to
has.
change. There's some new things. So those that don't know who you are, can you give us a little intro? What Carlos Roman, what you're all about on your business, etc.
Sure. Let me talk to you a little bit about myself. I'm born and raised Hoboken Knight. I've been here my whole life. I've done many things in the last 10, 15 years since I graduated high school. Went to college, got my degree in my education. I then ventured off into opening a couple business, a couple music stores, performing at private events, weddings, 316s, corporate events. I did the whole chain, right? And then I got introduced to the technology world about 5 years ago. I was actually in the real estate game too for a couple of years too. So, and then later on, I got introduced to technology, right? And they were like, listen, the wave is happening. The wave is happening. This is a big movement. Of course, like any entrepreneur, you just want to continue growing and growing and growing. So then we got into voice over IP. So just to tell you a little bit about voice over IP, something that's been around for over 20 years. It's like the new wave of phone systems where you're able to do technology like this, how we can communicate through computers, sort of like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, all of that is voice over IP technology. So that's kind of what I'm kind of working with. We work with offices that need phone systems, whether they're working remote, whether they have office settings that need employees there. So we have a mixture of all technology that has to do with communications.
That's excellent, man. And there's a lot of people in my community that could definitely use your services. And I have a lot of you that are watching in different groups right now that could definitely, you're gonna have to reach out to Carlos and just have a conversation. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's just a conversation. That's what
That's
I
all it
always tell
takes.
people, right?
I'd say a conversation doesn't hurt, right?
Exactly. So those that are watching right now, please hashtag live. If you have a business, drop it in the comments. Say hello to us. Drop your website, a cell phone. Hit the heck out of that wow button or that
That's
love
it.
button
Let's get to
and
know each other.
share this live. We're all about helping and promoting others as well. That's why
Of
we're trying to
course.
help as many people as possible, dropping nuggets of information. We'll talk about different topics. We'll go into
Yeah,
some business, some family and
of
health.
course.
How has this virus affected you?
Well, I'm going to tell you, for me, I've been working remote for the last 5 years. I go into the office. I spend a few minutes there. We got an office in Otapan, New Jersey. And then I live in Hoboken, right? 45-minute drive, more or less. And I spend a lot of my time, if I'm not working from the house, I'm out on the road, door knocking. I'm out networking in different events. And that's how I spend my time. So really, my schedule has not changed, except that I'm now locked into my house. I can't go anywhere. So that little bit of a change, I have to put up with the wife, but that's okay. That's a part of life.
She's not around, I hope.
No,
Oh.
no, no, she's not around. No, she's in the back somewhere. But it's been a good thing. I mean, it's just been about just keeping your mind right, staying focused on running your business, staying focused for your family, nutrition wise. Try to keep active as much as you can. Get down, do a couple push-ups when needed. Do a little bit of weightlifting, and just keep your mind occupied, because when you're not occupied, that's when people start freaking out, and especially you start watching the media starts taking over you. You like, there are over 30,000 people across the US, with the coronavirus, and then you just start freaking out as much as you can. So this is a point in time where you just kind of have to meditate, focus on
Hmm.
yourself, focus on your family. And if, for the entrepreneurs, and then there's a lot of people that are not working, for the employees, right? The people that are not working, that's a whole nother sacrifice of its own. I mean, use the government programs, unemployment insurance if you have to. I mean, this is a point in time where no one.
Right.
So that's the scary part, right? That's the forms of life, right? And you in insurance, you understand all of that. That how from one day to the next, your life changes, And this is what's happening in the U.S. and across, global. Really, it's happening everywhere. I mean, right now I'm at a point in time that I've been here for the last week and a half, and I'm just really been focusing on calling people, calling new businesses, checking up on family, checking up on friends, and calling new businesses and say, listen, I know you guys might be suffering right now, and this might be, but it'll pass.
Right.
It'll pass for businesses, for personal, for life in general. Everything will pass, right? And once it passes, you need to be ready for the next chapter. Get ready for the boom.
100%.
Right? Yeah.
You got to be prepared. How are you a reactive type of professional, or are you proactive? And you wake up in the morning, what's your routine like?
All right. So I prepare. I'm more of a proactive, right? I prepare the night before. I see, I check up on my appointments. I already have a list of things that I'm going to get done throughout the day. I have an itinerary. I'm like, this is my to-do list. This is how it has to get done. If it doesn't get done, there's a problem, right? So we try and squeeze in as much as we can within that 12, 16 hour period that you're actually awake, right? I mean, somebody like me, right? I've been doing business since I was 18. I'm 33 right now, and ever since I got out of high school, my mentality has always been, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. You want to open up a business? Go get it, right? And not only that, once you have a business, what are you gonna do? It's like a baby. You gotta put your time into it, right? And that's really how it's been since I've been 18. My focus has always been just go, 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 go. Don't stop. There's nothing that can really stop you except yourself. So that's pretty much my routine on a daily basis. Just like get going, let's get moving. And it works. It's worked for the last, 15 years, and it's going to continue to work. It's going to continue to work because, just stay positive. I mean, it's a mentality game. People get nervous when they get into doing businesses or even getting a new job, interviews and all of that, but you have to be confident in yourself, right? So that's what it comes down to.
Some people, and you said some nuggets right there, there's a lot of people that are not confident, and because they don't have the right knowledge, and they're saying, oh, I have no time. This is the time to really build on your knowledge. Read some books, go on some videos that you might, follow certain people, get motivated. And this is the time that really you can create your own business going forward. I mean,
oh, yeah.
This virtual stuff that people are afraid of doing what we're doing right now. And I say this all the time. And it's something that it's important. It helps you with your presentation skills. The more that you're in front of the camera. Oh, but a lot of people are going to see me. Well, aren't you going to see them if it was face to face? This is a great time to do this, and you can do more of it, And I like how you implement. You're saying you've been doing things, consistently. A lot of people talk. They just talk, but they don't have any action. They don't want to do anything. That's the issue I see out there, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people now. It has to do with fear. I mean, to me, it just has to do with fear and preparation, right, and consistency. If you're not consistent and you're not confident in yourself, where are you gonna go? So whatever you love to do, doesn't matter if you love music, if you love business, marketing, whatever direction you choose to do. Even if you're a teacher, right? We have teachers in our family. My brother's wife, my sister-in-law, teacher here in Bayonne, and my wife, right, coming from a cosmetology background. So whatever it is you love to do, you do it. There's nothing to stop you, right? And consistency, right? The more you have to keep learning, keep educating yourself, right? My focus has always been sales and marketing. Whatever business I got into, whatever new projects I got into, has always been focused on sales and marketing. I never worried about operations or anything like that, unless it had to do with sales and marketing, because sales and marketing is the driving force of your business. If you don't have that, where are you going to go, right? So that's kind of always been the mentality: sales, marketing. What can we do? What can we do different to promote it outside where someone can see it, or someone can talk about it, right? Be of value to any business and to any person, right? So I used to work here in Hoboken for about a good 5-6 years as an educator. I worked in the middle schools. I worked for the Hoboken Board of Education, and it was about teaching kids, right, how to be confident in yourself, right?
Mm.
Whether you want to be a musician or anything else. So I had a good experience with that once I got in the whole educating field and I got into everything else. Those same concepts, those same basic concepts, you have to take it in life, and as an adult, you fear those things that they teach you in school. Once you leave school, you're like, what the hell do I do? You just really need to be confident in yourself. I mean, I always go back to that same concept because that's what it is all about. Now to talk about some of the things, that what we've been doing here in the house as a married couple with no kids, right? How do you keep yourself entertained? I mean, of course, you're going to have Netflix. Of course, you're going to have Hulu. I mean, we have time of meditation where we pray. We need that, right, for your bodies.
Yep.
And as a married couple for 5 years, you're always trying to pick up something new, right? Something you can do together, right? Something you can bond with. So I told my wife, I'm like, let's start learning how to dance some salsa. Let's see how good them salsa skills are, right? So, we got a YouTube video and we're just learning moves day by day. We're working out together and we're really just trying to, of course, every day, just trying to be happy, just continue trying to grow. And then when the time is right, we plan the vacations, but right now we have to stay home, right? Like everyone else. It doesn't matter how famous you are or what status you are. Everyone's doing the same thing right now. We're all
in the same boat.
In the same hole. We're all in the same hole.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of what you do with your time.
No, that's awesome. And we have a bunch of you jumping on. Please drop a comment, #live. If you're on the replay, #replay. Again, if you guys have a business, drop the website, drop your cell phone. Let's all use this time to collaborate and connect with each other to grow our business. And don't forget, hit that share button, hit that love button, hit that wow button. We definitely want to help as many people as possible. Now, that's awesome that you're learning salsa and you're being active. Is there anything else that you do that keeps you in shape, or you worry about your health?
I'm not much. I don't eat red meat, right? So I stay away from red meat. Just stick with the fish, stick with the chicken. I've always been a big guy, so it's just always been about maintaining your weight. I'm not trying to be a big muscular guy. I'm just trying to maintain my weight. Eat good. I mean, my grandparents, they're about like in their 80s and 90s, and you should see them. They look like they're 16. That's how much of good shape they are. Besides their hearing is a little bad, but besides that, they're brand new. I mean, they can walk 3 miles, and that's really the goal that I'm just trying to reach as you continue to get older and older and older. You just want to keep good health, right? A lot of fruits, a lot of water, and keep going.
And getting outside is important. Today was a little difficult. The weather.
It is. Yesterday was nice.
It was beautiful yesterday. I went out for a long time with my daughter, went for a long walk, pushing the carriage. But it's just something the monotony. So you definitely do your little salsa, do your work, enjoy the time that you have together. Because if we were really working, maybe she was going to be somewhere else and you're going to be somewhere. You won't see each other as much, just like my wife and I and my daughter. We're cherishing this time to be around each other, because normally she'd be in daycare and she's sick all the time in daycare. This is great.
This is the best.
Her home. Right.
Not being sick. This is a good bonding time. Some people see this as a negative thing. You always have to find the positive in whatever you do. So you're right. Just like you, man. I'm enjoying my time at home. My wife is she loves GTA on Xbox, Grand Theft Auto. She loves that. So you know what? She enjoys that. Let her do a thing. Let us bond together as much as we can. Right.
100%. Now, let's talk about business. Is there things that you can provide for those that are watching? Any tips or tricks that maybe you are involved in sales? You talk about sales and marketing. What are some things that you've done in the past that have been working currently that others could probably use those nuggets for their business today?
Well, I'm going to tell you one of the biggest fears in sales. One of those biggest fears is cold calling, right? And guess what? I'm spending my time cold calling here. Use that time. If no one's in an office and you can't get in contact with anybody, use the time to cold call. That is going to be, cold calling has always been a big thing, but now with everything that's happening, you're going to see how much cold calling is going to start developing more and more and more. Just like virtual conferences, that's something that people weren't used to. That's people always like face to face, but if times are changing, right? And just like times change, you have to keep up with how things operate. That's the reason why you have a phone system like ours, right? Is a voice over IP where you're able to work remote, where there's no limitations that you have to be locked into one facility. So if you have a good database CRM system and a good phone system, there goes your whole business. I mean, this especially, it works really great for service-based business, insurance, real estate, mortgage, attorneys, these people that do not have to meet with physical people on a regular basis. This is a great place to work from. You're home, wake up and get going. As far as other marketing tips, webinars. I'm getting into webinars. We have a couple scheduled now, and really it's just about educating the small businesses and how you can still exceed in these tough times with the whole coronavirus situation happening. So,
100%, I agree with you about the webinars for sure.
Yeah, webinars and cold calling. I mean, we have a team of nonstop calling. We operate with a sales team of about 5 guys. We service all 50 states. We ACC. We're governed by the FCC, the state. We have all of that, the HIPAA. We're approved by all of that. So HIPAA is a voice over IP is a technology that's been around for a long time, but people are still not confident in the technology. Like, I'm used to my old ways. This is what I'm used to. But then a situation like this happens, and now they're not prepared. They're not prepared. If you don't have your information on the cloud, it's secure information, so it's something that you really just have to, it's a transition game, right? So when we went from cell phones that had buttons to now it being touchscreen, we just all had to adjust. It was a form of adjustment. So that's how we have to take this whole coronavirus as a learning lesson. Is like, is my business prepared for the next generation of what's going on, especially with, people working remote? There's some businesses that have been planning for years.
Right.
And then there's some businesses that were like, no, we're fine with what we have. And let's just continue what we're doing because it's working, but it's not working anymore. So this is where the transition needs to happen. With voice over IP, you have so many benefits to it. Some of those benefits include that you're able to call, right? You can call using an office phone. I mean, believe it or not, this is an office phone. Do you see this? Mm-hmm. This is a Yearlink office phone. With this phone, I am able to transfer calls. I'm able to put them on hold. We can set up an auto attendant where we can have an opening greeting, like, thank you for calling, press 1 for this, press 2 for that. We can break it up by departments. We have a mobile app, right? So even if right now, of course, we're not all going out as much, but if I do need to go out, I have a cell phone with an app, and I can text, I can call you, I can even send faxes right through the office phone, mobile phone. We also have a soft phone where we can call right through the computer. So this is how I've been doing my cold calling. I just need to interact with people, punch in the phone number, and we call them, punch in notes, and get to know people and see how you can help them. I like
how you are dropping notes down, because you're going to revisit these same people in the future. You're going to make sure that if they didn't go with you the first time, that's fine. A lot of people think, end of the world. It's just it usually takes 5 to 6 kind of contacts before someone really takes
context. Yep.
Yeah. So the first time, second time, third time, fourth. Now you're at the 4th and 5th time. Be like, all right, I'm getting closer to having an opportunity to do some business with it. You can't just say, oh man, I get all upset. How do you make a lot of calls, cold calling? You get that call, it's just like, man, shit, everything went down the tubes. Didn't go right. And you're pissed off. And how do you now continue to pick up the next phone call or dial the next call?
Like any cold caller, they have that experience. They know that nothing is personal. Don't take nothing personal, all right? So meaning, if someone answers the call, you might have a beautiful, lady that approaches you very nice and very gullible and very happy, and then the next call, they're like, what do you want? And then you're like, what do I do in this situation now, right? Make them feel good. Hi, I'm Carlos. I work with 3PPX. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. What's your name? And then they'll start talking. How are you guys handling the coronavirus? Build the interaction within your call, and then that's how you're gonna earn their trust.
100%. I mean, that's a lot of times people have that fear. I can't make that next call. Just shit happens. Just pick it up, smile, and
It's the
dial.
way to work.
I tell people, do you have a mirror? If you put a mirror in front of you and you stand up, I like standing up when I'm on calls because you can really feel it. The passion comes through through the lines, just from a phone call, because you're standing up, you're smiling at yourself. It's not no narcissistic thing, but it definitely can help.
No, it definitely helps. Confidence helps in every way possible, right? So, I'm sitting down right now. I'm actually on a chair right now. I'm just leaning back. I'm in my living room, just taking it back, and use this time to learn more about yourself, learn more about your skills, study. Take notes, and you really start seeing improvements in your sales. You'll start seeing it automatically. You're like, man, I learned that tip. I learned this. I learned that. You put it all together, and now you got a nice pizza pie.
Right. No, 100%. And for those just jumping on, please hashtag live. If you're on the replay, hashtag replay. If you please share this live, we definitely want to help as many people as possible. And if you guys have any business, drop it in the comments, say hello. We'll definitely reach out to you even after this live, because we're not done. We're still here to educate and help you. And that's the important thing of why we do this. Is there any final words you want to share with those that are out there? Any final thoughts? Can't hear you.
How's that?
There you go.
All right. So like I was saying, the worst, this is the worst right now. We're right now, we're all thinking that things are just getting worse and worse every single day. No, it's already as bad as it can be. And just think of what's going to happen in the next few months. Start thinking positive. Start building a marketing plan. Start building a sales plan. What's your form of attack, right? Network. Use this opportunity. If you have a system like Zoom, which is free, you can really just have a conversation. Call them. Get to know. Listen, we might not see each other face to face, but this is the closest we can do. Use this opportunity. Everyone's home. Use the opportunity.
100%. Now, I want to try something. Let's see if this works. And if I want to show everyone if this shows up. Do you see both of us there, or just the my website right now?
I see the screen, and I also see yourself.
So we see both of us. That's good. Yeah. So I only see my website. I wanted to share. I want to see how it's a little delay. Okay. Those that haven't checked out, my website, Connection Machine, all video collaborations are going to be here. And if you want to check those out, please, guys, check it out. Anyone that's looking for insurance quotes, if you're looking for digital marketing, this is the key thing. I have connection services. Anyone that's looking for any of these type of things, and I'm always adding, so I definitely probably could add something for you as well, Carlos, because I want to give back and help as many people as possible. And I have the opportunities to get it out to you. So please check this out. And I also want to share, this is a web card that my partner Christian Loran and I have been pushing now. We're actually getting it out to the market. And if you don't have a website, this is what it looks like it's like a mini website on steroids, but in it's a digital business card, something that people should check out. And I just wanted to share that with everybody. Let me just get back here. Do you have, let me pop this. I love, this is great. You can do all kinds of different things. Can you share, do you have a website open for you?
I do. I'm going to show you some quick system of ours. I'm going to try it now. So let's try switching it over. All right. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Let me just see. Interesting. No, it's not pulling over.
No.
Interesting. Right, what I want you to do.
How's that? Anything yet?
Wait, here we go. Here we go.
All right. So now you can see if I.
There we go.
Do you see a 3PBX logo?
Yes. Yep.
All right, perfect. This is, believe it or not, this is our phone system when you use it remote. Just to give you a quick, I mean, I can tell you about our website. The company is called 3PBX. We're a company that's been around for 5 years. We service easily the whole. We service anywhere in the world, all 50 states. We have. I mean, I can give you as much information as you can, but I'm just want to give you a quick session about how our phone system looks like. So once you log in, you can actually do a whole reporting system. So for marketing purposes, for sales purposes, even for management purposes, this is a great outlook where you're able to see the whole call history, and you can filter them by calls. Your contacts is anyone that works remote from the office. You can see their extension. So if you don't know it, you can just easily see it. Here are your faxes. This is how you would send a fax. Easy to send a fax, attach your document, put a cover page. This is my fax number, and then this is the fax number you would be sending it to. Pretty simple to use. My voicemails, all your voicemails go to one central location where we can send them to voicemails to email. I mean, we can send them, they all go to your portal system, and this is just a quick overview.
Awesome.
Our mobile application, just to give you a quick nutshell. Can you still see my screen?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So while this is loading up, this is where you actually place the calls through. So this is the mobile app. So right through here, I can actually call an extension, and it will go to a staff member, right? And I can just dial out like any traditional phone call. If I needed to send a text, I would send a text right through here. So you can see how this is so robust system. It's meant to be easy for everyone to use, and this is the future. Let me give you a perfect example. I called someone that I had an appointment with earlier today. She might have forgot, and I sent her a text. I sent her a text to her cell phone. She was like, "I'm going to log in right now." This is the wave of the future. If you're not texting, even with your business number, you guys are losing business. People are now taking more texts than actual phone calls.
100%. No, I definitely want you to make sure you go back in after our live and drop in your contact information. And guys, reach out to Carlos, friend request him, message him, text him. Make sure that you guys connect, and let's all grow together, man. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day today.
Sean, I thank you too.
Major nuggets, man. If you haven't watched it, do the replay, guys, and get the value that's there.
A lot of information there, Sean. It was a pleasure to be here. I mean, we're gonna have to do this more often.
Oh yeah.
And believe it or not, I might have to start getting into this. I've been performing my whole life. I'm used to meeting with people, but when it comes to live streams, it's not my specialty. Just like everybody else, I have a weakness. But the more you do it, the more you start feeling comfortable.
And be on the lookout for a virtual mixer coming up. I can't do those mixers anymore. Right now, the face-to-face, we're going to do a virtual one coming up probably next week. So that's hot off the press, and we'll definitely be in contact, my man. I appreciate you.
You got it. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Keep it positive.
Yes. Thanks again.
Anytime.
There you go, guys. We had our amazing experience with Carlos Roman. Please reach out to him. Make sure you connect. Make sure you grow. Let's all continue to focus on making our business get to the next level by reading, by making sure you take care of your health, enjoy your family, guys, and work on the skills that you're lacking. So again, this is live number 12 on the year. I look forward to many more, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.